So good afternoon, students. So up to now, we complete first three units. So today we are going to discuss the fourth unit. In previous class, we discussed about the different shell programmings. So how we are going to use the looping in the shell and how we are going to use if and if else and nested if. Okay. So first unit regarding the introduction to Unix. Second unit, the file system. Third unit, using the shell. So we complete these three units. So now we enter into fourth unit. So fourth unit regarding filters. So different filters we have in Linux operating system. We discuss about all the commands. In that, the first one is the grep family. So grep commands. So there are three grep commands. We are going to discuss about these grep commands today. So after that, other filters. Other filters, that means head, tail, sort. So all these are the other filters. After completion of that, we discuss about the stream editor, SED. SED means stream editor. So after that, AWK pattern scanning and processing language. Okay, so AWK is a programming processing language. So we discuss about this AWK. So after that, so good files and good filters. So a small topic. The main topics are grep, other filters, the stream editor SED, and AWK. So these are the topics we have in the fourth unit. So entire all these topics we called as a filters. Okay. Now we see, so what is a filter? So what is a filter means, when a program takes its input from another program, it performs some operation on that input and write the result to the standard output. It is referred to as filter. So what it means, you are going to give one input and after that you are going to give one pattern for this input. Now in this input, the pattern is matching with some of the lines. So those lines will be result and it is sent to the standard output. So that is a filter. So filter is nothing but you are filtering some results, so based on the input. For example, you all are the students. For example, we can store all your marks in the text file. Now we are going to filter who got more than 50 marks. So that is a filter. So it is a pattern here. So greater than 50 is the pattern. So from that you are going to find some output that is going to be printed on standard output. Okay. So filters are the methods to find what we required as output. Okay. In our case, in our example, so what we require? We require that the students who got greater than 50 marks. So that I am going to print, so by using this filter. Okay. So once again we see the filter. What is a filter? So when a program takes its input from another program, that means it's a file. It performs some operation on that input. What we can perform the operation? So based on one pattern. So now greater than 50 is the pattern. We are going to perform an operation on input. That results, we get some result. That results right to the standard output is known as a filter. Okay. So filters are the methods to find what we required as output. So that means we can put one filter. That means a pattern. So based on the pattern, you are going to get some output. That output you are going to print on monitor. Okay. The first concept in the fourth unit is the grep family. The grep family. What is a grep? So already in our previous classes, we execute some grep commands when we discuss about the meta characters. What is a grep? So how we can know the description of the grep means by using any command. Just you can man, and what is the command name? Grep. The man means manual. Okay, so this is the manual regarding the grep. So what is the description for this grep? It print lines that match patterns. If the pattern is matching, those lines will be print. Okay, so how many you can see? So these are the different grep family. So G grep, sorry, E grep, F grep, R grep. The grep family consists of commands grep, E grep, and F grep. The grep command so globally searches for regular expression in files and prints all the lines that contain the expression. So what it means, we are giving some regular expression pattern. If any line match with the regular expression, then that is going to be print the lines. Those lines will be print. Okay. The egrep and fgrep commands are simply variants of grep. So that means these are the variants of the grep. Actual original command is grep. So E means extended grep, F means fixed grep, and sometimes we are called as a fast grep. Okay, so the egrep command is an extended grep supporting more regular expression meta characters. That means that if you are using the grep command that is limited, so how we are going to, okay, sorry, is my voice is audible to you? Everyone, anybody give the response?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. 505. 505. Okay. Okay. So the grep means extended grep. The difference is in grep is limited regular expressions. That means we can see with some examples in tomorrow class. So that means extended grep is nothing but here we can use more regular expression meta characters. It supports more regular expression meta characters. So coming to grep, it is limited to some regular expressions only. And next one, the fgrep. The fgrep command called as a fixed grep and sometimes called as a fast grep. It treats all the characters as literals, that is, regular expression meta characters are not special, they match themselves. So that means meta character, we can discuss about the meta characters in our previous classes. So meta characters means dot, question mark, brackets, and cap, caret, all these are the meta characters. In grep, we can use meta characters, but coming to fixed grep, in fgrep, we cannot use the meta characters. So whatever you are going to give, all the characters are treated as literals only. That means if I, for example, I want to find uh, a line starting with student, then I can give cap student. That we learned in our previous class. But if you are using the fgrep, the cap is considered as a literal only, that not indicates starting. We discuss it one example in tomorrow class about the fgrep, and in tomorrow class we are going to discuss about egrep and fgrep. In today class we concentrate on grep command. The grep command searches a file or files for lines that have certain pattern. Okay, so this is the description. So what is the purpose of the grep? It print lines that match pattern. The syntax are, you are going to give the command grep, and these are the options. You are going to give some option. After that you can provide the pattern. After that you can write file name. Okay, now what happened? This pattern is searched in this file. If the pattern is matched, then the line will be displayed on the standard output device. That means monitor. I hope you all are understand. The grep command print lines that match pattern. Here we provide the pattern. This pattern is matched any line in the file, then the line will be displayed on monitor. Okay, you can give more than one file also. We can discuss with examples. Another syntax is grep. You can give the option hyphen e, and you can provide the pattern, and here you are going to provide the file name. And similarly, the hyphen f, that means here you can store the pattern in one file. Here you are going to give that file name, and you can apply this pattern on this file. So this also we can discuss with one example. Okay. The grep command searches a file or files for lines that have a certain pattern. The syntax is grep space pattern space. You can give files. You can give more than one file or one file, whatever it is. You can give the combination of files also. Next one, the name grep. So grep means, the grep comes from the ed. Ed means line editor. Ed means editor command. So grep means, G means globally, RE means regular expression, P means print. Okay, we can see once again, grep, GREP means, in this G means globally, RE means regular expression, P means print. So which means a globally search for a regular expression and print all the lines contained it. Okay. Now a regular expression is either some plain text or some special character used for pattern matching. So that means, in this we discuss about the pattern. Grep pattern files. So here what is a pattern means? A pattern is a regular expression that either may plain text or special characters used for pattern match. The simplest use of grep is to look for a pattern consisting of a single word. That means if you give the single word that can be matched with the file, that lines will be displayed. It can be used in pipe so that only those lines of the input files containing a given string are sent to the standard output. That means you are going to give the file name. Now all these file lines are sent to this grep command. It takes the first line, and if the first line is matched with the pattern, then the first line will be sent to the standard output, and it can repeat this process until it reaches the end of the file. So that we are called as a piping. So piping is nothing but it takes the input. If the pattern is matches, then it sends this output to the monitor, a standard output. Okay. Now there are various options which can you use along with the grep command. Okay, so there are various options which you can use along with the grep command. In that, the first one is -v. Okay. In that, the first one is -v. So -v means it prints all the lines that don't match pattern. That means if you are providing the -v, then it prints the lines that don't match with the pattern. So that means reverse. What we think, if you are not giving the -v, it prints the matched pattern. If the pattern is matched with any line, that line will be displayed. But coming, if you are giving the -v, then it prints the line that was not matched with the pattern. So hyphen n, it prints the matched line and its line number. Hyphen l prints here for complete this first one. Hyphen n means print the matched line and its line number. If there is a 10 lines in the file, if the pattern is matched with the line 2 and line 6, then it prints the lines along with the line number to the line for the line. Okay, so how we can get that means by using the hyphen n. Next one, hyphen l. The hyphen l prints only the names of the file. It does not print the entire lines, it prints only the name of the file. For example, the name of the file is sample. If the pattern is matched with the line, then it prints not the line, it prints the name of the file. Hyphen c. Hyphen c means it prints only the count of the matching lines. If there are the 3 lines matched with the pattern, if you provide the hyphen c as an option, then it prints the total count of the matched lines, either 2 or 3 or 5. So how many lines match with the pattern? So that we are going to display with the help of hyphen c. Next, hyphen I matches either upper or lowercase. So upper or lowercase, that means we are using the I for case insensitive. Case insensitive. Okay, so what we discussed up to now, these options, these grep statements, grep command, all these we are going to execute now. So for that, so first we are going to create one file. The file name is sample. So let us assume the file name is sample. The content in the line, the content in the sample file is these 4 lines. These 4 lines. Okay, this is the not 5th line. The Unix is a powerful, that is also continuation to this 4th line. Okay, so these are the 4 lines we are going to store in one file, sample. So after we are going to give some patterns and we can apply these patterns on this file sample. Okay. First for that we are going to create the file. First I move to desktop. So how we are going to create the file? Cat sample. The file name is sample. I copy this data. Okay, so these are the 4 lines. If you observe that, so what is the content? Unix is great OS, Unix is open source, Unix is free OS. So learn operating system, Unix, Linux, which one you choose? Unix. In these 2 examples, in the 3rd line, capital U, this is the capital U. In 1st line, this is the small u. In 4th line, small u, capital NIX. So Unix is easy to learn. Unix is a multi-user OS. So learn Unix. Unix is a powerful. So these are the 4 lines we are going to store in the file. The file name is sample. And Control D. Okay, what is the content in the sample? So this is the content in the sample. Now we are going to apply this grep command. For example, I want to know the lines matching with the Unix. How we are going to give? Grep grep space. So what is the pattern we are going to know? Unix. Space. What is the file name? Sample. That's it. Now you can understand this grep command. So grep. So this is the pattern. You are going to find this pattern on this file sample. Okay. So now what is the expected output? The expected output is What is the first line in the sample? Unix is great OS. Unix is open source. Unix is free OS. Now this line is matched with this pattern. So it is the output. Second line, not matched. So third line, not matched. So fourth line, it is matched with the pattern Unix. Now if I press enter, it displays the lines. So matching with pattern. So these are the patterns. Okay. So those underlined in the highlighted with red color. So that is a pattern we give at the time of command. Okay. So now I give like this: grep Unix sample. Now what is the expected output? Now also expected output is same. Okay. Same output we get. But if I want to find if the pattern is Unix is, the pattern is Unix is, then how we can give the pattern grep Unix is, what is the file name? Sample. Now you can observe what is the output. So what is the output? Same output we got, but here there is a message is no such file or directory. No such file or directory. So why we get this message? Why we get this message means when we are giving the grep command, when we are executing this grep command, so after grep you are going to give the pattern. So this is the pattern. So after that, whatever you are going to give, that is the file name. Here the is identified as a file name. Sample is file name. So now what the grep command do? The grep command do, the Unix pattern is available in is file and is in sample file. Okay, that means it is going to check the Unix is available in the is file and sample file. But actually what is our intention? We are going to give the pattern as Unix is. So always you give your pattern in double quotation. Always you give your pattern in the double quotation. Now grep Unix is, so this is the pattern, the file name is sample. That's it. Now to identify Unix is, so this is the pattern. Okay, this is the pattern. So this we are called as a regular expression. So for example, instead of this I can give like this: grep Unix sample. Just wait. Yes, sample spelling wrong. Grep Unix sample. Okay, so this is the output. Sample. So this is the content in the file. Now we are going to apply different options one by one. Case insensitive. So case insensitive means here I can give like this: grep Unix, so after that sample. Okay, does not display the content Unix, the third line. Third line was not displayed. Why? Because it is case sensitive. Grep Unix sample, here it matches with only the pattern what we specify with grep command. So now I want to ignore the case, then I can give grep -i, so -i, yes, -i space the pattern and file name. What is the file name? Sample is the file name. Now you can identify that the Unix is, this is the first line, so this is the fourth line. Along with this, the third line will also displayed. In previous we displayed only 1 and 4th line, but coming to here, you give ignore case by using grep -i Unix sample. So now grep -i, here Unix is the pattern, that means pattern is nothing but here you are going to provide the regular expression. Instead of Unix we can provide like this also, dot 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 sample. What it means? The first one, the first letter must be U, the remaining are dots. That means anything is okay. Okay, if you observe that, so this is the U dot dot W, so that's why we get this pattern also. Okay, this is the regular expression. All these, what is a regular expression means? Maybe it is a text file or it's a combination of meta characters, that we are called as a regular expression. Okay, the content is like this. Now we are going to see another condition. So displaying the count of number of matches and case sensitive. So that means, so how we can find the number of matches? That means how many lines are matched. Grep Unix sample. So how many lines matched with this Unix? How many lines? We got how many lines? 1, 2, total 2 lines. So how we can know the total number of lines matched with the pattern? Grep -c Unix sample. So how many lines? 2 lines. I want to know the all the lines with case insensitive also. Then I can give grep -c I Unix. What is the file name? Sample. Now it is incremented by 1y, the capital U NIX also matched with the pattern UNIX. So that was 3. So previously it shows as 2 only. Okay. So how we are going to display the count of number? By using -c. So how we are going to display the count of the numbers of matches with case sensitive? Then you can use -ci. If you give -c, the output is 2. If you give -ci, then it gives 3. Next, display the file name that matches the pattern. So display the file name that matches the pattern. So what is the pattern here? The Unix is the pattern. For this pattern, we are going to identify the file name. That means at now you all know that the Unix is in which file? Sample. That means if I give grep -l Unix asterisk, that means in all the files. Here we are going to check in all the files. The Unix you are going to check in the files. So now it displays only the file names that contains the pattern Unix. That means here there is a Unix, so it displays the file name sample. If there are any other files which contains the Unix as a content, then it is also going to be displayed. Okay. So these are the grep. So that means AAA means it's a directory. So no file is found. abc.txt, this is found with the content Unix. And pattern is also a file that is also found with the content Unix. And the sample is also found with the content Unix. Okay, now we can check the content cat abc.txt. So the abc.txt contains, it contains Unix class. Okay, Unix class is the content stored in abc.txt. So when we give the grep -l, it identifies abc.txt. Similarly, cat pattern. Yes, in this pattern also there is a line starting with Unix, so it is identifies the pattern as a file name. Okay, what is a -l? If you are using this -l, then it displays the file name that match with the pattern. Okay, next one, displaying only the matched pattern. So displaying only the matched pattern. Okay, this is the content. If we give grep Unix sample, what is the output? The first line, this is the line, and this is the fourth line. These two are the output. Now the grep -o, grep -o, then what it displays? It displays the only the matching patterns. It displays only the matched pattern. So now the Unix is matched with this Unix, so it is going to be print. After that, this is also matched. This is also matched. So how many times the Unix will be print? So how many times? In first line 3 times. Second line, no, nothing is there. In third line also nothing. In fourth line, so this is the Unix. So fifth one and sixth one. 6 times the Unix will be displayed. Okay, so 6 times to match with the pattern. So displaying only the matched pattern. How we are going to display the only matched pattern? By using -o option. Next one, displaying the line number. So how we are going to display the line number? If we are giving grep Unix sample, so what is the expected output? It prints first and fourth line. If you provide -n, then it displays with line number. So here I am going to provide -n, -n. Then what is the expected output? It displays the same as previous output, but the difference is the lines are indicating with the line number. The Unix is great OS, that is the first line in the sample. So Unix is easy to learn, that is fourth line in the sample. So it is displayed with numbers 1, 4. So how we are going to display the matched patterns with number? Line number means grep -n, do the pattern and give the file name. Okay, you can give more than one file also. Now we can check that. Grep Unix, what are the file names? Sample abc.txt and pattern. What it means? Now we are going to set this Unix pattern in sample file, in abc.txt file, and in pattern file. Okay, these two lines coming from sample file, this line is from abc.txt, and this line is from pattern file. Okay, if you observe that these files are abc.txt, so this is the abc.txt, and pattern, this is the pattern, and our program is sample. Okay, so these are the three. In these three files we check whether this Unix pattern is available, matched lines are available or not. So next one, inverting the pattern match. Inverting the pattern match is nothing but it displays the lines not matched with the pattern. So normally we are going to print grep. So unique sample means what is the output? The output is these two lines. You can see the just wait. Grep unique sample. So now it prints the matched lines. If I give the grep hyphen v, that means inverse unique sample. Now it displays the lines who are not matched with this pattern. Okay, learning operating system. So unique line x, which one you choose. So these two are the, so reverse to the previous example. That we are called as a inverting the pattern match. So how we are going to invert the pattern match? So by using hyphen v option. Okay, this is about the today class. In tomorrow class, we are going to discuss about some more examples on the grep. After we are going to discuss E grep and F grep. Okay. Anybody have any doubts?